Today's passage talks about the suffering and death of Jesus Christ on the cross. His crucifixions brought deep despair to those who had believed and followed him. Perhaps the most heartbreaking moment for them was when they saw Jesus hang on the cross and died. In the moment, everything they had hoped for seems to fall apart. Their dreams were shattered and despair took over. Sometimes life can feel overwhelming when we are facing unexpected challenges. It's easy to feel disappointed or discouraged, like we are the only one going through it. Why that happened to me? But the truth is, we are not alone. Struggles are not just for a few. They are a part of life for everyone. And while each person's burden may look different, we all carry burdens that others may never see. Easter morning, sun is rising when Jesus Christ defeated death and rose from the grave. Two men were walking back to the hometown Emmaus from Jerusalem. As they walked, they were deep conversation talking about everything that had happened in Jerusalem, the death of Jesus and the rumors of his resurrection. They talk about that. While they were talking, Jesus himself joined their conversation. Hey, how you doing? What you guys talking? But they didn't recognize him. It was 7 miles journey and they walked and talked for about 3 hours. During that time, Jesus explained the scripture and spoke about himself. Yet they still didn't recognize him. Why? Because their eyes were clouded because of the disappointment and confusion. They truly believed he's died. These two disciples forget Jesus Christ after 3 days because their spiritual eyes were closed. It wasn't their physical sight, but their perception, both mental and spiritual, that was clouded. Our faith isn't determined by what we can see with our physical eyes. It is shaped by how we close to see things through our spiritual eyes, through our faith. When you had troubles, when you couldn't see that a good news for you at the time, we should use our spiritual eyes. Clicking, shut down your physical eyes and open your spiritual eyes to see the promise of God. The two disciples only recognized Jesus when they sat down with them in the table. He took the bread and gave thanks and broke it and gave it to them. As soon as they touched bread with their hands, their eyes are opened, spiritual eyes are opened, and they realized that the man they had been working with all day was Jesus. That's amazing. When Jesus Christ opened your spiritual eyes, you can see the reality, true reality you didn't see before. That's why we need to ask Jesus, please open my spiritual eyes to see you. That's the life of Christians, our prayer. According to the well-known educator Neil Fleming, there was 3 main types of learning style that everyone used to observe new information. The first type is auditory learner, who learn best through listening and speaking. They tend to observe information more quickly when it is explained verbally. The second type is the visual learners, who prefer to see a material being presented. These learners favor written instructions and often look for information in visual formats. The last group is the kinesthetic learner, who learn through the hands-on experience. They thrive when they can physically interact with the material using their hands on touch and manipulate objects. These different learning styles help us understand why the 2 disciples on the road in Emmaus didn't recognize the risen Lord at the first. They were likely kinesthetic learners, needing the physical interaction to grab the truth. When they touched the bread with their own hands, their eyes were opened and they realized that Jesus was right there. So a lot of people, different types of Christian here. Someone is really wants to hear. Someone wants to read and they believe. But someone wants to really touch it and have a near experience to learn about truth of Jesus Christ. Today's passage, a couple of ladies who came to the tomb believed Jesus' resurrection when angel told them, hey, Jesus is risen. Right there they understood it and knew that yes, he is risen. The one of the ladies is the wife of Clopas. The man is walking down on the Emmaus. One of them is the man. His wife believed it when she was hurt, but he's not. Jesus knew that he was one who could learn through hands-on-hand experience with physical interactions with their hands. So, Jesus gave them a second chance to spend more time and let them touch bread in his hands to open their eyes. Jesus Christ is so patient, teaching individuals of characteristics and their personality and their learning skill, individual touch with them. That's a good part of this story. Don't worry about that. You're not truly believe it yet, but Jesus Christ is ready to use different style, different type, different material, different power, different joy to approach you.